Tonight from Fernwood, Fernwood Tonight, coming to you live with your host for tonight, Mr. Barth Gimble. Tonight, Barth's guest will be Tom Waits, who is very famous for Fernwood, W.D. Bud Prize with his report on tourism in Fernwood, and Happy Kine and the Mirthmakers. And me, I'm Jerry Hubbard. And now your host and mine, Mr. Barth Gimble.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you very much and good evening once again. I'm Barth Gimble, back to spread some late-night sunshine all over your living room or your bedroom or wherever you put your set. I hope I can make you feel especially good with our show tonight because, well, you folks have made me feel especially good all day. I can't tell you how many viewers flooded our phone upstairs with so many calls today saying, "Hey, Barth, we're with you in your showdown with President Carter." Now, if you weren't with us last night, you might think I'm running for the presidency or something. No way. N-O spells no. But I'm not running from it either, okay? I did read in the paper that Mr. Carter's staff is calling him the biggest TV star in the country. And I then invited him to come on Fernwood Tonight to prove it. Jerry Hubbard, but that doesn't matter. How you doing, Jerry?
Not President Carter, but the next best thing, eh?
That doesn't matter either. Now, my point is, I don't think that just being a president makes you a TV star. So, what I want to know, I made the invitation, where the heck is my RSVP?
No response yet, eh?
Nothing. After 3 days, no answer. Now, okay. Maybe I'm not being fair. Maybe he called, maybe he got put on hold. Maybe I was busy, but all I know is Tom Grissom down at Speedy Go Cleaners, he got through to me. Marble Waters, the waitress at the Cup and Sup Diner, where their motto, incidentally, is, "It's not dinner, it's just fun." So I tell you, wonderful place, and great free meals. Anyway, a lot of, I would say, very, very busy people managed to get through to me today. So you would think, a certain gentleman in a certain Oval Office with access to the most sophisticated apparatus in the world, in the free world, you would think he could have gotten hold of me if he were just a little more patient, huh? Okay. Anyway, Jimmy, if you did call, I'm sorry that I missed it, but this whole thing has gotten blown way out of proportion as far as I'm concerned.
That's right.
I didn't want this to be a feud. Jimmy was the one who decided, apparently, to put a burr under the Gimble saddle.
Don't do that.
By giving me the old silent treatment.
Yes.
Now, folks, I think you know me well enough to believe me when I tell you that the last thing in the world I want is to have this mess dragged through the pages or even the covers of Time, Newsweek, and with any kind of luck People magazine. I'm also not trying to say that Jimmy is turning his back on our problem. It's obvious he's concerned, and it was pretty obvious in this morning's paper. Did you read what he said? I'll quote him. He said, "We continue to emphasize the importance of a fair and permanent peace, and we hope you share our purpose." There it is. Well, Jimmy, you can get advice on this issue from Anwar Sadat and his entire cabinet, but that won't solve the problem of you allowing yourself to be called a star and still not accepting the challenge to prove it on Fernwood Tonight. Just remember, the people of this community voted for you once. Some maybe even twice. But they vote for me with their TV dials every night, Jimmy. And if you haven't called before this show is over, then I'm afraid I am prepared to prove once and for all that you are not the television star you pretend to be. Enough said.
And you're the man who backs up his words. And incidentally, Mr. Carter, if you're watching, we do have an operator standing by almost all the time here at Channel 6.
Time.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Takes most of the calls.
Well, he probably wouldn't be calling late at night anyway. I'm sure he needs his sleep, and he's supposed to spend some time with his family, I've heard. You can't do that and be on the phone, can you? Okay, enough of this boredom. My first guest tonight actually really is a star, and a big star in his own right. He comes to us quite by accident. Literally, his van broke down on a way to a concert in Toledo. Yep. So we figured, hey, No use in wasting a visit to Fernwood. Why not give him a shot on television?
Right.
This is a big night for Fernwood tonight. It's almost a thrill for me.
Not costing us any cover charge or minimum for this show either.
No, and he's not staying at the Apache either.
Whoa. Let's not mention names when we're saying where they're not staying.
Just where they are.
That's right.
I haven't even met this gentleman, you know. But I know he sells a lot of albums, and he makes about 500,000 big ones in 1 year. That's a lot.
Yes,
and in my
anyone's
book,
league, yes.
that spells talent. Please welcome the talent of Mr. Tom Waits.
All right.
The piano has been drinking. My necktie is asleep. And the combo went back to New York. Jukebox been busted for several weeks. Cause the carpet needs a haircut. And the spotlight looks like a prison break. And the telephone's out of cigarettes. And the balcony is on the make. And the piano has been drinking heavily tonight. The piano has been drinking. And you can't find your waitress with a Geiger counter. And then she hates you and each and every one of your friends. Can't get served without her. And the box office is drooling. And the bar stools on fire. All the newspapers were fooling. And the ashtrays kept time. Cause the piano has been drinking. Not me.
Really nice to see you.
How are you? How are you? Wow.
Take a load off your act. Wowee.
Yeah.
Hey, that's rotten luck. Car broke down, huh? Right up there on the way to Toledo.
You touring up here in the Tri-City area?
Yeah.
Well, spending a great deal of time up here against my wishes.
Oh, sorry to hear. After a trip like that kind of harrowing experience of having your car break down, which is no picnic, because unless you brought one,
yes.
that's really murder. I wish I had something other than this diet soda here to offer you.
Don't sweat.
Whoa.
No brand names there, I hope.
No, if he said Harvey's Bristol Cream on the air, we'd be in big trouble.
I bet if I said Harvey's Bristol Cream, they'd probably be sending over bottles of it to you and me both. We don't want
Just might
that.
take you a little longer.
That's right. Tom, where do you hail from professionally? Is it the Big Apple, as they call New York, I think, or is it Hollywood? Or,
I live at Bedlam and Squalor.
Oh.
That way.
I think we've all lived there at one time. It's kind of strange to have a guy sitting here with a bottle in front of him.
Well, I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
Well, while you've been here in Fernwood, have you had a chance to go to any of the night spots or any of the restaurants or anything like that? It's a wonderful place. You might get to like it.
I was out last night. I went to the Shoes and Socks restaurant, or whatever you call it.
That'd be the Cup and Stuff, I think.
Cup and Stuff, yeah. $1.99 for all you can stand. It's harrowing, to say the least.
Yeah. What did you order there? They have some awfully good dishes at the Cup and Stuff.
Oh, I had, I don't know, I'll Betty, she had the fillet of athletic equipment. I didn't know whether to eat mine or give it a ride home.
That will happen. Well, it wasn't expensive. That's the main part, huh?
Hey, well, I wanted to mention something about that. Maybe I shouldn't even be mentioned on the air.
We're friends.
Hey.
Hey.
No, just a couple of bucks, that's all. Just until my brother straightens out. I had to leave.
I understand
I had
your
to
point.
leave our 4-year-old for collateral.
I'm, Jerry, give him $20.
Hey, that's all right, really.
It's my last.
That's perfect. Well, I guess by giving you this money, it means we'll be seeing you again soon, I hope.
Well, I've enjoyed my stay so far.
I should imagine so. We'll be back in a few moments after this message. Thanks, Hap. My next guest is kind of Fernwood's unofficial ambassador at large. Very unofficial, too, according to the mayor. He is currently heading up the Chamber of Commerce Committee to attract new industry to Fernwood. Would you please welcome Mr. W.D. Bud Prize?
Welcome back again.
It's nice to be back on the show. Hi, Fernwood.
Now, let's see. Hey, still going to the Chinnadontist, huh?
Yeah, well, yes, he's working on it. He's working on my problem. I have a slight underbite, as some of you probably have noticed.
It looks great today because I think
it's
you gained...
back about a millimeter
Yeah?
or so.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've been working on it now for 3 years.
Yeah, a lot of people be so vain they'd cover that with makeup. Bud here, so.
Are you self-conscious about this at all?
No, I was before.
Because it's not noticeable.
I look silly as anything.
It's that kind of thing that once a person opens their mouth, the true beauty comes out and you just forget about
Well,
it.
here I am talking about myself as usual.
Right.
All right, just... let's forget it.
If you'll let me go, I could talk your donkey's ears off.
I know you can. What's the committee all about?
Well, we're trying to attract more tourism to Fernwood, as you know. We're trying to get people to come in here. There's, I don't know, there's in the Tri-County area, there's no city that has more entertainment and cultural kinds of opportunities for your visitor to enjoy than is true here in our own Fernwood. For example, it's very little known that we have 2 or 3 of the finest truck stop diners that is on the interstate highway. Sure. And each and every one of them has real nice waitresses, and some of them has real clean silverware and all like that. And many of them will give you, many of them will give you that second real important cup of coffee, absolutely gratis, free of any additional charge.
That's 24-hour service, too. Sometimes, if you're lucky, it comes a little sooner. I don't mean to disparage. That was a joke, but what you're saying is very true. Oh. And let's not forget Happy's Bun and Run, too.
Oh, they're here. The nice thing about the truckers, though, they are notoriously big tippers.
Oh, Kings of the Road is a better poet than myself once said.
Absolutely.
Of course, we're also trying to attract your big industry, and of course, we're lucky there because we have one of them commodities that's most useful for your industry that's moving to your new community, and it is that we're rich in unemployed workers.
A lot of them say unemployed right here in Fernwood. I think we can not only count on the unemployed, but 90% of them would be unskilled as well.
Unskilled and unemployed. Them two things often goes together. Jerry can tell you all about that.
By saying nothing. Let's be honest, Bud. Why would anyone move to Fernwood? I mean, I came here because Fernwood offered me an opportunity in the Tri-County show business community, and I'm kind of curious, what does the town offer people? Well, no talent people.
Well, most people, when they're moving into a new community, they're looking to see, is the place where I hope to establish a residentage. Is it relatively safe from crime? And there, you see, I can assuage all of your doubts about that particular thing because, crime, we have almost no crime of any description or type in Fernwood. Breaking and entering, why, there wasn't hardly none of it last year. Assault and battery, why, it's pitiful, though. And your murder and your manslaughter, why, a little bitty baby could count the number of them that we had on the little beads on his little bitty high chair.
And most of them were unjustified, too.
Yes.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there was only one rape last year in this...
All right, now, I just want to say this about that. But wait a minute. Wait a minute now. I want to say... I want to make this...
We're glossing over anything.
I want to make this clear. That rape was done. That rape was done by a man that was not a Fernwood resident.
Don't mention names.
That was a man that just come through here, just whistling right through town. Furthermore, let me tell you this about that particular incident. That woman was asking for it. She was wearing a dress. Furthermore, that we got none of your narcotic problem at all with our young people. You see, in your high school, about the strongest drug that you'll find used there is pimple cream.
I've always maintained that reality is for people who can't face drugs.
Of course, show business has a totally different perspective.
You're just whistling through town, eh?
We'll be right back after this important word.
Well, here I am again in the host chair. I'm beginning to feel right at home here. And according to many of your cards and letters, I'm starting to look at home here. But that's not a can of peas. Let's not open it up now. As you know, our host, Barth Gimble, has issued a challenge to President Jimmy Carter to appear right here on Fernwood tonight to enter a little talent contest to determine once and for all who is the biggest TV star. I know you're as disappointed as I am to find out that President Carter's not here tonight. As a matter of fact, he didn't even have the courtesy to call and say, hey, Barth, tough apples, or maybe worse. But Barth, being the showman that he is, didn't want to disappoint many of you viewers who may have tuned in expecting to see President Carter. So he's put together a little production number, which he's asked me to introduce, which is going to determine once and for all who is the biggest talent or biggest TV star. If I may editorialize for a minute, there's a certain, indefinable something that goes to making someone a real star or TV star. Our President Jimmy Carter has it to a certain degree. But I think you'll all agree with me that whatever that indefinable substance is, our Barth Gimble is full of it. And he has proved it in the past. He's going to prove it again tonight. He's going to little of it overflow on you. So at this time, without further ado, let's welcome the hottest actor in town, Carter and Gimble.
Jerry.
Gimble and Carter.
May the best man win, huh?
The first show business category, impressions.
Okay, I'd like to start out with my impression of Fernwood's own Mary Hartman. Thank you. Go to it, Jimmy. Helen, ready? One for Gimble. Okay, number two.
The second show business category, juggling.
Oh. Ready?
Third show business category, song and dance.
So let's see you dance. Let's hear you sing. Let's see if you can do anything, huh? 'Cause I can do anything better than you can. Anything you can do, I can do best. Yes, I can. 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 Anything you can be, well, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Final show business category, encores.
Thank you very much. Well, that's about it for tonight. I think maybe some of us have even had too much fun, if you can do such a thing. I know I did. I'd like to thank my very, very special guest, Mr. Tom Waits. And in a way, I hope, Tom, your car doesn't get itself fixed up. Maybe you can become the new kind of industry that starts right here in Fernwood that Mr. Prize is after. Mr. Prize, in this case, of course, is William W.D. Bud Prize. And no way should that be confused with First Prize, that's for sure.
Always delighted to be on the show.
Well, you'll be back if you feel that way. Also, of course, Jerry Hubbard, happy kind in the orchestra. What more can I say? Good night.
Also appearing on tonight's show were Tom Waits as Tom Waits and Kenneth Mars as William W.D. Bud Prize.